No, I'm telling you we have to drive. Well, it's a long way. We can both drive. It'll be fine. Why can't you drive? Because you want to fly. Seriously, there's no need for. If we fly down there, they're going to realize that. Why didn't you just drive? I'm sorry, what? You can't drive. What do you mean? I'm sorry. I thought you're a 1,000-year-old master vampire. Yeah, I know cars weren't invented when you were made, but did you not think it would be useful in this day and age? A driving instructor? What's the problem with having a driving instructor help you? So, this is not morally good. Not that you'd have any trouble with it, but I might. But you could compel a driving instructor to only give you nighttime driving lessons, and you could have, he's never going to question that. You just tell him you work, and then just bribe the test centre to give you a late one. Mm-hmm. I'm not advocating you do those things. I'm suggesting it's a possibility. I'm suggesting that perhaps you hadn't thought about that, even though you're supposedly a mastermind and a master vampire. I am not being cheeky. No, I'm not being sassy either. But let's get back to this thing whereby you can't fly down to my parents because they're going to wonder why. They're going to wonder how we got our stuff down there. How are we going to get our stuff down there, by the way? I can't fly. I'm not old enough yet. You are not carrying me. What? You were joking. Okay, good. No, I'm not turning into a bat because I'm not ready for that yet. Okay? The handbook says that I shouldn't. No, not screw the handbook. I'm going to do this by the book. Come on, smushy face, you know me. You know I'm going to do it by the book. And I'm not ready for changing like that yet. Least of all, how, it's going to be difficult enough to keep what we are from my parents. I know. Hadn't really thought about that actually. Oh yeah, I was going to tell them we were staying in a local hotel, and that my my boyfriend was. We had stuff to do during the day, and we were going to go out to dinner with them a couple of nights, and maybe take them to the theatre and get to know them. But we wouldn't see them during the day. No, we can't stay with my parents. They're going to notice we're not breathing when we're asleep in the daytime. You did not just suggest mind wiping my parents. You. If it was your parents, I would never suggest it. I know your parents have been dead for more than 1,000 years, but that doesn't. This doesn't even come into the. Fine. Okay. You are not mind wiping my parents. Well, for one, it's dangerous. The book told me that. Well, I was curious about it, and I just flipped forward a little bit. It's still before flying because it's useful in case I screw up with a human. No, you're not mind wiping my parents. I know, I could. It would make life much easier, but it's dangerous. What do you mean it's not dangerous? Oh, it's only dangerous for fledglings. Ah, interesting. Just how often have you done that then? And have you ever done it to me? Darling, you're taking great interest in your nails and your feet right now. Could you look at me, please? I never thought it was possible for a vampire to look sheepish, but you look sheepish, darling. Smushy face. Have you ever mind wiped me? Good. Okay. Yeah, I trust you, just like that. Because it's what our relationship is based on. Yes. If it's not for you, then we need to have serious words. Anyway, back to my parents. You know what? Fine. No, 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 not fine with the mind wipe. I'm fine with the driving you all the way there, and I'm fine with you doing a tiny bit of tinkering with their memory just so they know that they spent the day with us as well. Can you do that? Okay. Since when did you care about ethics? You're winding me up. Of course I can be ethical about some things and slightly less ethical about others. Because I'm a creature of the night, and apparently that's what happens. And anyway, it's useful. I'm always up for the useful. Mm-hmm. What do you mean I'm about to drink cold tea? Am I? Oh. Fine. It's because you drew me to the... What are you doing? Ooh. You can do that? You can... You just made my tea warm again. It still tastes the same, doesn't it? Wait. Oh my god, that's a perfect temperature. That's my favourite temperature. How did you know? Aww. Alright, okay. Here's the thing. It's only a 4-5 hour drive. Okay, I can do that in one long stretch. I'll let my parents know we'll be staying with them, and then that we won't be arriving until late in the evening. We can go up the night before. I guess we're gonna have to take clothes with us. I've gotten so used to just being able to clothe myself like that. It's just so nice. I know. Yeah, I did. I did skip to that bit in the handbook. I've not taken. Look, there are some things that I prefer to take. You know, a handbook's great, and you should work through it progressively. However, I know better than the handbook does what I'm ready for. So I just, took that bit. And anyway, it was a thing in my favourite vampire series I was reading. And so I thought, well, what if we can do that? And I had to look it up. Yes, I'm still reading vampire fiction. Why? I'm sorry? Why aren't I reading vampire non-fiction? Because vampire non-fiction doesn't exist because vampires aren't real. Oh, you're right. We are real. Oh, okay. Damn. Is that a thing? Vampire non-fiction? Really? There's a super secret list. Oh my god, you have to give me that list of authors. Please, 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 please. Of course, I'm ethically against mind altering unless it's absolutely necessary. Why? Because all these authors have been mind. Oh my. You're planting the store. Oh my god, I don't need to know anymore. I don't need to know what you're doing to these authors to make this. Wait, is. My favourite author is on the list. You. How could you? How could you do that? She's an amazing writer. Yes, she may still be an amazing writer, but still, you're playing with her mind. It's not right. Wait, it's not you, is it? You're not doing it. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Anyway, I'll ring Mum. I'll let her know when we're arriving. Oh my god, how are we going to deal with going out to dinner? Oh, you're right, we can eat. As evidenced by my drinking tea. Because I like tea, because it's warming, and the act of having tea is about warming your hands, and it's about comfort, and it's about a ritual. So just. I did not say the R word. Right, okay, yes, I said ritual in the context of tea, yes, but I'm not doing any of the vampire dark rituals, okay? So just no. It's a line in the sand. I'm sorry, darling. You can work on me as much as you like. You'll have 5 hours to do so. Oh my god, on the drive to my parents. You're gonna drive me insane, aren't you? Fine, I'm gonna tell all your friends that you can't drive if you don't learn to drive. I am so winning here. What do you think all your friends think you can drive? Because none of them are master vampires like you. You're a cheat, and I love it. I love you too, smushy face. Yeah, I'm sorry we argued too. Love you.